Good morning, everyone, and I hope I'm audible. If I am, please give me a thumbs up or something so that I can know that I am audible enough. And thank you so much, Ms. Apeksha. And just we'll wait for a minute. By the time, Rupesh, can you please start presenting the PPT? Yes. Thank you so much. And I welcome all of you here. Good morning, everyone, and the ones who have joined us from YouTube. And if it's fine, I would request Miss Apeksha, can you just give me a thumbs up if you're ready and good to go? Then we'll start with the presentation. Thank you so much. Okay. So, hello everyone. Hello to Noida teachers and all. I am Vaishali Singh from PyJam. Today, me and my team are here together to orient and to provide a little bit of more detailed information about Eco Creativity and Innovation Hackathon, also called as Eco-hackathon. So, without any delay, we'll begin with the session. So, Eco-hackathon, also called as Eco Creativity and Innovation Hackathon, is a program that has been launched by Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change with along with PyJam Foundation on 5th of June, that is the World Environment Day. This program brings in with the goal with this brings an objective of creating innovative greener future, building student leaders towards innovation using their 21st century skills and creating something which is more sustainable and towards sustainable living within the environment. This program majorly focuses all the students across schools and colleges in India, where the students has to go into three different parts, three different steps during the entire program. First is to watch videos and complete the puzzles. Second is to submit creative ideas. And third, once the ideas have been selected, they also get a chance to attend Innovation Conclave in New Delhi. So now we will talk about this program in proper details. Next slide. So we'll begin with talking about the timelines. As I said, this program has already been launched by the Ministry of Environment on 5th of June. The registration window of this program has started from that the same day, 5th June, and it goes till 6th of September. So the registration window where the teachers register themselves to enroll the student registrations and student can share their ideas go through 5th June till 6th of September. 6th September being the last date of registration. Post that in the month of September and October, the students' ideas are evaluated. With this program of Eco Hackathon, we aim to reach 10 lakh participations and 1 lakh unique ideas across India. So the idea evaluations of those 1 lakh submissions start from the month of September, soon after the registration window has been closed, and goes till the October month, where the shortlisting of 35 ideas from each categories that come up to approximately 300 ideas are shortlisted. Amongst those 300 ideas, innovative ideas, 105 ideas, that means 105 total students all across India, by the mid of October, their names are announced. These two finalist students, those 105 students and these 105 ideas across India, get the mentoring of 1 month entirely in the month of November. This mentoring focuses on developing their ideas, providing them necessary materials to build on their ideas, to deeply gauge into what are the different potentials that they can reach within that month frame. And this closes by the final phase where there is a 2-day national showcase in New Delhi in the month of December. So this is the timeline. The registration window, which is a very essential window right now, is already in progress. It's at the 5th June and 6th September. This is the main window where the teachers, where the department leads, where the colleges, where the team as whole is trying to push all the students to participate, to build their ideas, to connect their ideas to BIJAM and Ministry of Environment and Eco Hackathon. Next slide. Now, what is in it for us? what would we get recognized for, or what are the potential awards that would be getting. So there will be three different categories on which we will be assessing the participation and the involvement. There will be three different stakeholders we will be recognizing throughout this Eco-hackathon program. First will be the top states and the implementing agencies. All the top three states or the implementation agencies across India that have received the maximum participations and student ideas will be rewarded with a story shoot. And that video story shoot will be presented in the 2-day national showcase in New Delhi. Now, the top 100 teachers across India who have given maximum ideations and maximum student participations, irrespective of districts and states, these top 100 teachers will receive rewards from the Ministry of Environment and Pajam Foundation as they're being the eco mentor and champions of the program. Now, the top students. These top students, 105 students that have been announced in the month of mid of October, these students not only get the chance to go on one-on-one mentorship during the month of November, they also get a stage to present their creative ideas in front of the ministry, the Department of Education, and more different dignitaries in the new 2-day National Delhi Showcase. They also get a chance to get a tinkering kit from PyJam along with the certificate from Ministry and PyJam. So the awards and recognitions are there for three different stakeholders involved. Next slide. Who and how? Who can participate? As I said, this Eco-hackathon centers around the involvement of students. So the students have been divided into three categories. The student participations have been divided into three categories depending on the rigor and the cognitive development of the stages. So category 1 is the 6th to 8th grade. Category 2 is the 9th to 12th grade, and the category 3 is UG and PG. That means any student above 6th grade or in 6th grade and above, they can participate in Eco-hackathon. This is the first time industry has involved students not only from school but also from the college. So students from 6th grade till 12th and UG and PG can participate in Eco-hackathon. This program, I would again reiterate this point, is not for 1st grade till 5th grade. Now, how do we register? We can register using mobile phones, laptops, computers, even the computers in our schools. They can also be done from iPads. Any device which has internet connectivity, we can use it through that. And how do we register? Soon in the chat box, you will be getting a code or a link, URL link, after which once you click that link, that is how the registration process will start. I would request someone from our team to put it across in the chat box. If there are any doubts, please feel free to share it on via comments, and that would help us to fix them up. Yeah. Meanwhile, the link is being shared. Next slide, Rupesh. Thank you. Now we will first understand step-by-step guide on how to register and participate for Eco Creativity and Innovation Hackathon. Let me just share the link first. The link is there on the chat box. Once you open the link, this page opens up. This is a desktop site page. Once you operate it from your mobile phones, it might look a little vertical and a little different. However, the content remains the same. For the ease of user friendliness and for the ease of usage, we first go to the right hand side top where there is A button written, A green button. We click that and you can select any other languages except from English for your convenience. It can be Hindi, Punjabi, Bengali, Odia, and Tamil. Once you've done that, next slide. We'll go drag down till the bottom and you'll see a green button called as participate. We click on that. Next slide. There a small pop-up box appears. This pop-up box is the registration pop-up box, or this is the login pop-up box, which you say once. If you are the first time user It's very similar to how we create our accounts on Facebooks or Instagram. We first sign up, we first create our account. So if you see there is a sign up written on the pop-up box, we click there. Next slide. And then this blue screen appears. Now, since we all are teachers out here, we will first register ourselves on the portal, and then this will be followed by student registration. So now what we'll do is I will click on I am a teacher and then start with our registration. Next slide. Now this create an account page opens where you'll write your name, mobile number, school name, gender, email address, state, district, pin code, and the UDIS number of school, UDISC number of the school. Once you're done with this, you will create a pin for yourself in set a pin. Set a pin means set a password. It's very similar. This will always help you log in along with your number. You always should have to remember the pin. Once you put in your number and then you put in your pin, that's how you can log in again and again using any device. Now you'll click on the register button. Next slide. Now again, you will come back to the home page with this pop-up box showing. Now you write the number that you've registered for yourself with along with the pin that you've set for yourself and click on login. Next slide. Now this page opens where you can click, when you go down below, you can click the resume small green button that comes. Once you click on resume, next. For teachers, this will be the end page that will come. For teachers, a QR code will be generated, which is user specific QR code. For example, if I register from my end, Vishali Singh will have another QR code, as Sakshi Sharma will have another QR code, and Miss Apeksha will have another QR code. This QR code is essentially a record for us to understand how many registrations have come across from our respective teachers. This will help us to recognize and filter out the top 100 teachers across India who have done their maximum in the numbers of registrations and participations and idea submissions across students. So this is a very important step. I again reiterate, the teachers first have to register themselves, and then once they are registered, they will have a QR code which is specific to their name that comes. This QR code will be able to tell us how much registrations you have brought or how many students have participated using your QR code. So how do we do that? Now this is the final step where teachers get involved, where they click on the share button and share their QR code to all the students who are interested in participation. Remember, teachers, one student has one participation only and they can submit one idea. This is not a group activity. This is not a group competition. So you have to enroll one student each, single entries for each of the students. Moving ahead, now we'll understand how we register the students. Once the teachers have shared the QR code, next slide. Students will have the same. Can you go backwards, Rupesh? Once on the main desktop. Yes. Thank you. So now once the teacher has given the QR code, the students scan it through their devices, or they can scan it in the computers while you're using the computer labs in the schools, or via parents' device or any other apparatus. There, the same pop-up box. Can you go a slide behind, Rupesh? The same page will open up. Yeah. Slide back. Yes, stop. Thank you so much. So this page will open up for students as well. Now, the difference is, since the students are also new, we will have to register themselves. First step has been cleared. Teachers register themselves and share their QR code, using which the students comes to this page. Now the students or the teachers will click on the sign up for students. Clicking on the sign up button, next slide. This will happen. Now we'll click on I am a student, because now you're registering the student. So once you click on the I am a student, this create an account comes for the students, where you will put in details of the student's name, the mobile number, school number, grade, the gender, state, district, pin code, and set a pin for the student as well. Pin, again I say, is the password. Now one thing that comes in this is, a lot of teachers have shared their doubt that while we have registered ourselves, now that we are trying to register our students, we are unable to register them. one of the very common mistakes that have been made, or one of the very common miscommunications that are there, is mobile number. So you have to operate the mobile number, or while the student is giving the mobile number, one thing is that students, guardians, or parents mobile number has to come here, not the teacher's mobile number. Teachers cannot use their mobile number that they have already registered for themselves here. So to ensure that we have a clear registration, you can put any guardian's number here. And also ensure that we do not always need to use the guardian's mobile number or OTP, we set a pin that ensures that there is no one-time password going on, or no notification that is hampering the parent sitting across a little far away. So it goes for all the boarding, day boarding, hostels, normal schools as well, that the registrations can be done just using the number. All you have to do is use the parent's number and set a pin for the child, which the child and you can remember. And once you're all done with the details, you click on register. Next slide. And that's how the page comes for student as well. See, the portal for teachers and students always remains the same. However, the next steps and the activities are different. So teachers first register themselves, share their QR code that they have done, signed up. Once that QR code is shared, the child registers himself or herself, or teacher registers the child by creating an account for them, using their parents or guardian's number and setting a pin for them. And please remember, keep the pin or something very that is easily rememberable, or make sure to make a record of it, because you will have multiple entries of students, and students might need to just go back to that page again and again, right? Once that is all done, student puts in the parent's number, the pin that has been set for them, and clicks on login to practice the main registration process, or the main participation process. Now here the main participation begins for the students. Next slide. This page comes where you go to the below box and click on the participate button. Once that is clicked, this page shows up. This page is basically at the 3 different tasks that the student will have to undertake in order to submit their ideas, and also for participation. The total progress will count in the exact number of percentage of how much the student has cleared the level. The first step is to be watching videos and completing the activities. That is the set 1. Once that set 1 is done, it will open the gate for your task 2, which is submitting the ideas. And third, once that is also done, it will open the gate for task 3, which is downloading the acknowledgement letter. Now let's deep dive into each of them and understand them with a little more clarity. Next slide. Now this is how the page will look like once you open it on the mobile phones, because since of course mobile phone and the laptops have a very different view. You can of course see them in the linear view using desktop site as an option. However, this is what it looks like on mobile phone. For next slide. So the first is task 1, where the students have to watch videos and take the quiz. Once the task 1 is completed, there is an 81% of progress report that's get completed. Let's deep dive into the task 1. Next slide. Task 1 has different sets of stories and videos. There are 13 set of videos and activities that are combined, which the student have to watch one after the other in order to complete the task 1. Let's take a look at this is how the videos will be shown. That is the back button. This one will be the play button, where you can play and pause. Speakers, of course, the speakers will be the check sound or mic. And forwarding, these blue arrows forwarding and backward of the videos, to which will help us to navigate through each set. Next slide. Now this is how the games look like. The games, videos, and activities come into one sequence or the other. So there will be a mixture of videos and activities within these 13 total set of task 1. For language, you always go on the left side, you see a full tab which has English written on it. If you want it in another language like Hindi, Punjabi, or any other language which is easily readable to the kid and the teacher, you can click on this and change the language. With the speaker button, you can adjust and to listen also whatever is in the background. and then click on get started, which is immediately below the image. Get started to start the activity. Next slide. This is how the slide looks like. To complete this task, we will be using the blocks that are given on the extreme left. Drag them to the middle section and below, and attach them below, and then click on the green flag, which is below the image. This activity is basically taking Prakriti on the walk in the park. Prakriti is the mascot of Ministry of Environment's Eco-hackathon program. Right? For running the code, you have to click on the green flag that is below the picture. To stop the code, you can click on the red circle. And if you are unable to get an idea, if the student gets stuck in between and they might need hints across these 13 sets, they can click on this hint brainer that is just besides the red button, right? We have 3 hints overall, which can help. What we suggest is teachers can of course always give a nudge to the students. Teacher can always give a little bit of support to the students. However, this activity is centered for students. We would always request them to build their understanding and to understand a little better on their own. But if teachers can be an active facilitator throughout the process. Next slide. Now, once that all the 13 activities are done, you see there is a green tick that has come across in the task 1 box. That means you've accomplished the task 1 and your total progress is 81% complete. Now, this opens the task 2 where you click on the start task, and here the idea submission. That is the main part of this entire registration comes. Next slide. First, you will be watching this 3 slider, which tells us how the students can actually upload their ideas. Next slide. Now, ideas, when we talk about the 7, when we talk about what sort of ideas do we expect our kids to go through, we know that Ministry of Environment has been building upon these life theme essential for this year 2024 to 25. These are the 7 important life themes which count under save energy, save water, say no to single-use plastic, adopt sustainable food system, reduce waste, reduce e-waste, adopt healthy lifestyle. These are the very essential 7 life themes that we've been working across. And these are the themes around which the students will be building their ideas. Ideas can come from anywhere possible. Ideas can come from their immediate neighbor, their surrounding, their school, their houses, or taking a district as a whole, taking a state as a whole, taking entire India as a whole. However bigger the hemisphere or bigger the sphere of ideas are built, these are the 7 themes the kids can work upon. Apart from these, entries might have some pickle, right? So these are the 7 things. Please take a time, click a screenshot. I'll keep it for 10 more seconds. Make sure to keep a screenshot of these 7 themes, and then we'll jump on to how we can submit the ideas. I hope you must have taken a screenshot of this. Thank you so much. And moving ahead, next slide. Now there will be 2 steps of idea uploading. First step will be, of course, uploading the idea direct as it is. And second is telling a little detail about how the idea or what your idea is built upon, right? So first step will be how we upload our ideas, which we can do it in different 4 ways. Please, you do not have to put all the 4 ways of your idea. Any one amongst all these 4 you can use your ideas for. First will be record video, second record audio, third is upload file, and fourth is enter text. Now we'll understand how we do that. First for record video, next slide. First for record video, once you click this record video, next slide, you will get a bar that comes here on the right of your screen of your mobile phone. This is how it will look like. Now, once you click on the always allow Code Mitra to access your camera and microphone, that's how you will give your permission for video recording on this site. Click on the first wala option and then do done. This allows the camera and microphone to openly access and work with Code Mitra, right? Once you're done, next. Next slide. Yeah. The video or the app will start instantly recording the ideas, and instantly the video will start shooting. Now the student can share their ideas in a 2 to 3 minute long video, not more than 3 minutes. It's appreciable to keep it to 2 to 2.5 minutes of video of idea. Once the idea has been done, you can click on stop recording. Next. Now these will be the some set of buttons that will appear. Play preview to check whatever you have shot. If you do not like it, then you can click on retake video. If you like it, you can do on confirm video. And if you want to choose another method, that video is not working, probably you'd rather do well with the audio or just a typing text, choose a different method, and then those 4 options of idea uploading will come again, right? Once you have, if you've liked the video, you click on confirm video. Next, the confirmation comes and your step 2 ka second step begins. Task 2 second step begins. Next slide. For recording audio, it is very similar to recording video. Once you click here and give the permission, next slide. Once you click here, you'll also give a permission to this app to record video. And once it is done, it will start with the microphone. The microphone will continuously keep on recording until you hit stop. So once the recording or once the child has shared their ideas, it's all done. Click on stop recording. Next, you'll get the set of different buttons. Record again. First of all, you'll play audio to check if the audio was up to the mark or was at bar. If it's not, then you can click on record again. Once it is done, you can click on submit and continue. Or if you do not like, or if you thought that maybe some other idea or some other way would be a little better than sharing an audio, you can click on choose a different media. Next slide. For students, the third option comes is upload file. I'll again say चारों के चारों options नहीं डालने हैं, किसी एक को डालना है. You have to choose either one of these 4 options to upload the ideas. Right? Upload file, fourth option. If you have any pre-recorded video, if you have pre-recorded audio, if you have any image photo done, or if you have a document or a PDF form, you can upload using upload file. This upload file gives an access to the drive or the memory bank of your mobile phone or laptop, which already has the pre-existing content. Next slide. Once you click on upload file, first you choose the format. While choosing a format, first tell which type of format are you choosing. Do you have a pre-recorded video? पहले से record करी गई video है, तो आप you will click video. If it's video, it's audio, or is it image, or it's a PDF, PPT, or Word document, whatever it is, right? So first we click the uploading format. Once it is done, then you go and drag yourself and click on the choose file button. Choose file button will lead you to the memory or the file manager of your phone or device that will have your recording. Click on that, it will get uploaded, and once the upload button, the file name is popping besides choose file. There is currently, since we have not uploaded any file, there is no file chosen, right? Once their file name appears, you click on the green button that is submit to upload and give a final confirmation. Yes, this is the file I want to upload. Once that submit is done, next, last option of uploading the idea is entering a text. Entering a text, that means simply creating a word page and kids can just type their ideas out. Next, once you click this button, you'll get a small, next slide. You'll get a small box where the kids can type ideas as whatever they want to type. It won't have much of a word limit, so they can expand their ideas on this if they're comfortable typing. If they've already typed it, make sure to upload the file using PDF format. If they have a written page of it, बच्चों ने कागज पे लिखा है, तो click a picture and using upload file, click on the image and then upload those pictures. And then finally submit button pe we'll click. Next slide. And that is how your ideas will be submitted. Now, a very common question is, how do we submit our ideas? As we said that we have 4 different ways of submitting ideas. If the student has a small explaining, about a problem statement and the solution, that also works. If the student has a small preparation of, adopt sustainable food system, that is the theme that I want to work on. We have a local weather station that the student has built on a paper. a small chart paper model or any image, they can click on the image and they can directly upload it. Right, next slide. If they do not have much of a working principle and directly they have image that this is how my models can be, they can click on the photo directly. Or sometimes some of the ideas might not have a working model. कुछ ideas में working models नहीं होते हैं. Some of the ideas are rather more of a suggestions and assumptions and possible improvements in the current plan. So those ideas can be presented via PPT or document, whatever the style is. Our main focus here comes on to how the child is creating, how the child is understanding the issue, and which theme are they catering to. So ideas, irrespective of however, we need to understand what is the logic that is going behind child's mind. So anything of such ideas would work. Next slide. Now the step two, once the ideas have been submitted, final step two of task two comes where the student has to answer few questions. These are some option boxes that the student has to fill and click on the submit button. First will be which theme has the child worked on, or what are the ideas, the theme the child has shared. So either of these seven, whatever comes, child can select it. And second, what support do you need to create or implement your ideas? This is for us to keep a record of those 105 finalists that will get into mentoring to enable what kind of support and swiftness in the support that they might require, whether they require supports in terms of a provision of material or the finances. Second, in terms of mentoring or developing more detailed plan of their idea, or entirely creating a project from uh, you know from the theory to in life project creation, right? So this helps us build an understanding of what sort of assistance we can provide them during the mentorship time. So once these two answers have been opted and done, you click on the submit button, that is the green button that is there. Next slide. Final task ends, and here there is a 2-second small feedback that the students have to give, where they rate their experience with 5 stars, 5 being the most, 1 being the least. Second, of course, if they recommend Eco-hackathon to other. And third, if they would like to participate in Eco-hackathon again, if this happens the next year. Once that is done, they click on submit feedback. Final next step. And the final step here comes to be the total progress now becomes 100% because videos, watching, and activity has been done. Now the ideas have also been submitted. Third is download of acknowledgement letter, which is very simple, which is exactly like when we fill an application form for a college or for an exam, how we download our application form. That is it. It keeps as a record for the students as well. And this is the confirmation letter that their idea has been submitted. You just simply click on the download button or the green button that is near the task 3, and the PDF file of the completion certification is downloaded in the device. And this is how the students finally enter the finals of registrations, and their registration and idea submission is done. I hope I was not too fast. I hope I had given you the clarity over how we are taking things up. If you have any doubts, I would request for you to write it on the chat. And for once on YouTube, I hope we are giving you timely answers. And if not, we will try our best to just put in comments right now. Sakshi, can you take up some of the doubts? If some doubts have come on YouTube, can you just ask them here so that I can answer them verbally also in the meeting? Apeksha ma'am, do you have anything to say or something to add upon? Just a second. Shankar, Rupesh, can you just unmute? Apeksha ma'am? See, ma'am, if you're unable to, if,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. No, no questions so far. Yeah.
Are there some questions across from the team right now? Can you see some questions that are popping up from the YouTube that might help us all? So I would again thank all the teachers who have taken out their time to watch this entire session. And I'm also gonna thank the entire team for putting in efforts. I am reiterating and just re-emphasizing every participation matters. This is the platform for students to build their confidence, to build their critical thinking, to build their problem solving thinking. And this program, this event as whole, has a lot of weightage into building an overall comprehensive understanding of environment and the students. And I would like to thank you, Apeksha ma'am, for this opportunity. And with that, I would again go back that this 6th September 2024 is the last registration date. So please, teachers, put on your working hats. This is 1 month that we have to get maximum registrations and ideas from the students. We never know which student comes out to become, the greatest creators of all the time for environment. So yeah, we all have those students, so please put in the registrations from their sides and feel free to reach out to us. We will be sharing our resources along post the session, and please feel free to reach out to us on our helpline number, or directly you can reach out to us via the numbers we will be sharing. Thank you so much. I think so, Rupesh, we can end the call. Ma'am, can we end the call?
Yes.